We're on.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
We're back.
It took a while.
Yeah, has it been over a month? I think it has.
Yeah, probably approaching 2.
Well, yeah, it's approaching. It's because of Christmas, I think.
Yeah, so happy Christmas. Happy New Year. Good start.
Happy New Year.
See, we're out of practice here. Happy Christmas. Happy New Year.
We hope you had a good Christmas and a New Year and that you enjoyed Star Wars, because we did.
Yeah, but personally, I don't give a shit if you had a good Star Wars. It's good Star Wars. This is still going well. Yeah. Should we start again? Okay. Deaths. We'll go with death.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we literally
it's
just
death of Josh, that's for death.
Yeah, just fucking this up.
There was only one.
Yeah.
You can think of, anyway.
I forget his nickname now.
Well, it's Eddie. But...
Yeah, it was just Fast Eddie. Fast Eddie, yeah. Fast Eddie from Motorhead has passed away.
So the final member.
So
of the original group.
Yeah, the original Motorhead have died. And no offence to the rest of them, but as soon as Lemmy passed, I'd said Motorhead were dead.
Yeah, well they were. They pretty much did, didn't they?
Yeah, so the classic band is gone, all of them. That happened a couple of weeks ago.
But a week and a half
2 or
ago.
3 weeks ago. Yeah. So that's the only one we can think of. We're surprised. Usually we bring death to you.
Our first order is death.
Yeah, so we had to... We're 5 minutes late recording because we were thinking of death.
Yeah, so if you can think of any more, stick it in the comments.
Yeah. What a cheerful comment.
I know, right? This person died.
Yeah, but...
No idea who he is.
No. Well, okay, right, so let's shoot.
Yes, okay, we'll crack on. There's a few trailers to get through because obviously, again, it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
Infinity War trailer.
Yes. Which one? There's like 1 or 2 now, isn't there?
Well, the official
main
one, not the fun one that was leaked or anything
No.
like that.
There is another
trailer.
One. The other one's pretty much bang on. Exactly the same. It's just a bit different clip here and there.
But
obviously, it did the job of pumping people up, and it was more. Not this ain't in a bad way, but the state of the obvious thing of like, this is who's going to be in it. And is Thanos. Thanos looks better with his crown. He looked weird.
Because I thought it was weird. Like, well, where's all his armour? Because he's really got no armour.
Yeah.
Like, why is that? And apparently the directors have said, the Russo brothers have said that the reason he's doing this is because when you've got an Infinity Gauntlet with loads of Infinity Stones, you don't need armour. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're controlling the universe with one hand. You don't need armour.
That's
a fair point. Yeah, it's fair enough.
But for cool effect.
Exactly.
I mean, if I personally had an Infinity Gauntlet, I wouldn't be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not wearing jeans tomorrow.
I'm going to get naked.
Yeah, I'm not going to walk in like, I have the power, now here's my balls. Yeah, I know Thanos isn't doing
Infinity balls.
Infinity balls. When he walked out the portal, who's the guy who's playing...
Josh Brolin. He's also the one that's playing Cable in Deadpool 2.
Right, okay. Cool enough guy, but as he walked out, I just straight away thought, is it Ron Perlman who plays Hellboy?
Yeah.
I just thought, he could rock Thanos much better.
Yeah, he probably could rock Thanos pretty well. But
yeah, and
I'm still quite psyched that we've actually got Thanos and finally seeing him in action. When he one-punched Iron Man straight to the ground.
Well, yeah.
That wasn't even with his gauntlet hand.
Yeah, it's... it shows... What is it? Black Widow with blonde hair.
Blonde hair, because obviously she must have gone into hiding after Civil War. So
yeah.
She's to change her identity.
Seems to be a lot of Doctor Strange.
Yeah, the Hulkbuster armor's back, a new version of that.
Yeah,
there's people going around thinking that it's not the Hulkbuster for Iron Man, and that it's actually... an armour for the Hulk, and that
would be interesting
because of the way it lands. You know, you see the way it lands.
The Hulk lands.
It's quite it's kind of like it's fist forward, kind of landing on all fours type thing, and it's just it could be bollocks. It's just the fact that the next scene you see, or the one before it, is Banner standing next to the hand of it and just tinkering with it.
So I don't know. I don't know if I'd like this or not. In the whole, I get if obviously it's going to be in this film. If it is Hulk in that Iron Man suit, it's like right. This Thanos guy must be that powerful that even Hulk has to get some armour.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, are they going to make him too powerful? Because I'd rather part 1 be Thanos kicking everyone's ass and then knuckling down, and then part 2 it's like not only just Hulk but like Iron Man armour. Now let's get it on.
Well, that's the thing. Obviously, the reason they haven't released the title for Avengers 4 because directly with Avengers 3.
Spoiler.
So the strongest rumour going around at the moment is that it's going to be a time jumping story. So basically,
to stop him.
Yeah, basically the rumour's going to be that he's going to come in Avengers 3, wreck shop, kill loads of fucking characters, and then it's going to leave a few people left, like Iron Man and Doctor Strange and a couple of others, and they're going to jump back in time to change history to stop Thanos from ever coming.
Okay.
Or change it enough that he can't get all of the Infinity Gems, and then he's able to be stopped. Something like that.
It explains Doctor Strange, what his ability... Because there was a lot of him in the trailer. I thought they were showing... thinking, right, he's going to be quite relevant. I don't know if I'd like that whole thing. It seems pretty cheap of, like, we're heroes, but even combined... It gives Thanos a huge kind of, like...
But that's the thing, it's what you need. This is the hard thing.
You do.
You built Thanos up since the end of Avengers 1. He has to kill some people. He has to be this person that you think... How the fuck are they going to stop him?
It just seems cheap to go, we can't, so we're going to cheat. It seems a cheat code kind of thing of like.
But when your world's at stake, when the universe is at stake, you take whatever chance you can.
And when you've got that power, you may as well use it. But they obviously see Vision without.
You see Spider-Man's new armour as well. It looks pretty awesome.
You see Vision and human form.
Yeah, the rumour with that is that it's either Vision, pun intended. Of Scarlet Witch and the way she wants her life to be with him.
Yeah.
Or the other rumour is that he's projecting it to make himself look normal for
Yeah, it'd be one of them will be doing it.
But you see his thing being dragged out.
Yeah, it's a huge hint of what everyone's been speculating, that Vision
he's probably
going down.
Yeah.
The other thing was... right at the end, where...
Final run.
Yeah, when the army was there, it had Winter Soldier, Cap, Hulk... And
Black Panther, Black Widow, War Machine, Falcon.
Right,
they're all in there.
They were in there, but it's like, okay, great visual of that team running, but that ain't the Avengers to me. What I want to see, which I'll probably say for another film, is Iron Man, Cap, Hulk. The original lineup. Yeah,
but you get to see Thor at the end.
Yeah,
with the Guardians, and that was a good little.
That was cool.
That was cool
because that was the other trailer. I don't know if it's the leaked one now. Of the Guardians going through space and Thor hits the windscreen.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's what the leaked. I thought after I watched this first trailer, I'll go back and watch that leaked one, and there is a little bit different, but not much.
As cool as it is to see Thanos finally here after all these after credit scenes and mentions here and there, I'm still getting that vibe of I'm preferring Ultron as a villain at the minute.
Really?
Yeah.
I really liked Ultron. A lot of people didn't like the film. Well, no, people liked the film but didn't love the film. I loved it. I thought it was as good as the first Avengers, but...
It might be a personal... Well, it is
I think it's a case of how you weigh it. The difference is, I think the reason you latched onto Ultron, and probably me as well, is James Spader's voice. And the fact is, you don't actually have to see Ultron to go, that's awesome, because you hear him and you go, oh, it's menacing. The difference with Thanos is he's physically menacing and he's towering over everyone and that kind of stuff. So it's what you're actually going to see him do that makes you go, fuck, he's a badass.
Yeah.
But with Ultron, it's kind of like what he's saying more than anything.
Yeah. Thanos was more... He gave me that almost a Magneto vibe in his personality of just...
Overconfidence.
Knowing his power, so not really giving a shit. Well, Ultron was basically the same, apart from he really gave a shit. So the whole overconfidence, very calm and almost humanistic, which he touches on.
Yeah.
But really nailing into the weakness of humanity and the Avengers. His intro scene.
I suppose that's the thing. It's like with Ultron, it was just that, like I say, it's getting rid of the Avengers and getting rid of humanity. With Thanos, it's not just the world; it's the universe. You know what I mean? It's the whole galaxy that they're residing in. So it's like. He thinks that Earth probably isn't that much of a big deal to him. He's like, well, let's go in, let's get this shit, and let's fuck off and do the next bit. I've got shit to do. I've got the universe to take over. So let's go in and deal with these shitty little Avengers and move on with my life.
Yeah.
And he'll run into the troubles that he doesn't think.
I think Thanos, what makes him more evil is obviously he genuinely doesn't really give a shit who dies, whatever. Nothing's getting in his way. So there's a lack of anger there with Thanos, which makes his character, obviously. With Ultron... He was angry, but he kind of bottled it up. So, and again, those quirky little lines, like the whole "there's no strings on me," which was more... It's a cool line, but it's also the fact it's like, I'm pissed off because you're trying to hold everything down. You're not holding me down. I ain't one of your projects.
Yeah.
And then just that cool line of when he arrives and they're like all trying to in the flesh. That is such a cool line.
Yeah.
It's like there's no flesh on you, robot face.
But you did enjoy the trailer then?
Yeah, it's good. It's one of those. I'm obviously going to see it. I suppose we could go on to Black Panther for that.
Yeah, I suppose. I think I want to do the midnight show for that, just because of how long we've been waiting for it. I'd like to do it.
I might do it. Depends on when and holiday times and stuff. But we'll see.
Black Panther. I think we actually spoke about it last time. We haven't had a trailer since. It happened last podcast.
Oh, did we?
We don't need to.
All right, we won't talk about it.
We did that.
Yeah.
The next
comment if we haven't.
The Jurassic World trailer. We haven't talked about that. The Fallen Kingdom. Which I think it should have been called Jurassic World: The Lost Park, but that's just my opinion.
I would have been just fine with Jurassic World 2. It doesn't have to have a clever title, but what I took from it, despite them even they've been touching it on all the little mini featurettes and behind the scenes stuff, that this is going to have the most dinosaurs in it than any other Jurassic Park film, and yet with all that, I was more excited to see Jeff Goldblum as Dr. Malcolm.
Yeah, I think that was the main thing. I mean, I like seeing what I saw, and Chris Pratt's awesome and everything, and the whole point of the story seems to be that they're saving the animals because they're technically endangered, and do they have rights and that kind of stuff. Just going through that whole thing. But yeah, the main thing that got me really pumped is seeing Jeff Goldblum again. Yeah,
I mean, I don't, at the minute, so we're not meant to know, I don't know if they're saving the dinosaurs, because there's a volcano or something.
Yeah, it's about to blow the planet.
Yeah,
blow the island.
Or are they trying to eliminate them? I mean, it might be 50-50, it might be 50%.
I think it's going to be a struggle as usual.
Yeah,
some
of
the race are going to go, get rid of them, and the other ones are going to know they're animals.
Similar to The Lost World, because with the InGen thing, there was Goldblum and all that trying to just study them and then save them. InGen were trying to capture them and
circus them.
Yeah, where in this case it's like, the dinosaurs, fuck it, they're dangerous, let's blow them up. On the other side, it's like, they're just animals. They have the right to exist, even if we did bring them back.
Yeah.
It looks good. It looks like it's going to be a sturdy, because it's a new trilogy, isn't it?
Yeah, basically.
So it's a sturdy. It looks like it's going to be a sturdy chapter as far as middle films go. I'm looking forward to it. It looks like the original Rex is back again.
Yeah. Apparently, she was the original Rex from the first film.
Yeah, apparently you see the scars and all that. But I don't think the Rex should be overused, because when you look at time frames as well, it's like, the dinosaurs and all that, but they still age. Yeah. And I don't want Malcolm's character to become a parody, because they seem to really...
I don't want that.
In the first...
I don't think it will.
Well, in the first film, when he does the whole Life Finds a Way, cool line, but now, since then, they've made it a catchphrase. And it's like, it weren't that cool of a line. It was just like, no, fair enough. Now he seems to say it, and it's said in trailers, and it's like, don't, because...
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
It's like, I don't think Dr. Grant had a catchphrase or anything, but you didn't need one. It's not that kind of film. It's just, here are the characters, here are the dinosaurs.
These dinosaurs eat stuff.
Yeah, that's it. It's a disaster movie at the end of the day, but it's thrown in with historical dinosaurs.
I did put down The Last Jedi, but then I realised we've actually kind of done our review already.
We've just mentioned go and watch that video.
Yeah, go and watch that video. Definitely go and watch the film while it's still out, because it's freaking awesome. I don't care what anyone says.
I suppose we could talk about Solo and the rumoured Kenobi films.
Yeah, the Solo thing, people have been kind of...
They're already pissing all over.
Yeah, that's annoying me. It's just like, I'm not sure it's going to be good. It's like, first of all, it's a different director, it's a different writer, it's a different cast, it's a different everything. It's not part of the Skywalker trilogy, it's a separate standalone film like Rogue One was. Remember when everybody else was shitting on Rogue One before it came out?
Rogue One
Rogue One is one of the best ones.
Yeah.
So just like, guys, just seriously, stop keyboard warrioring everything and just sit back, wait for a trailer to come out and make your opinion, and then wait for the film to come out and generally watch it. Stop just looking at it going, oh, well, this Star Wars film was shit, so the rest are going to be shit.
It's easy.
That's not how it works.
It's easy to piss all over things like... There's the things that are just new that are brought to the table in Star Wars, like, for example, Jar Jar, which people just fucking hate. That's a different thing. But when there's like, especially with the prequels, when they're going, oh, this person's going to play the young version of that, people are always... There's always going to be a split, like, I don't think he's up to it, or they were very like that with Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with, even though obviously it being a prequel film about Han Solo, everybody knew it wasn't going to be Harrison Ford playing Han Solo.
Of course not.
But they're still pissy that it ain't, for one, which doesn't make any sense, and two, they're always going to be very like, I don't think he's going to be a young, good Han Solo.
Well, they had it with Ewan McGregor for Obi-Wan, they had it with Ben Affleck with Batman, they had it with Heath Ledger and the Joker. That is their prime candidate. I don't think he's up to it, and then he goes, oh shit, yes he is.
There's only every now and then a character will come up where someone will go, well, you name a perfect actor then, and there will be that perfect actor for the role. Like Hugh Jackman being Wolverine.
But at the end of the day, films and TV are subjective. It's all down to your personal opinion.
Of course it is.
Your perfect Batman is Christian Bale, is it not?
Either him or Keaton.
Right. For me, it is actually Affleck, purely because of the darkness and the way he's put things forward. I just look at it and go, that's the kind of comic book Batman I remember.
Yeah, well...
and it's just personal preference.
Yeah, of course it is. But if those people that go, like, I don't think... who's the guy playing Solo?
I can't remember the kid's name.
Yeah, but that kid, whatever. Because I don't think he's going to... do alright. I think he's going to be shit. That someone else should play the young Han Solo. Or give me an example, because right now, off the top of my head, I can't think of anyone that could not just step into that role, but be awesome at it.
It's the same thing with Donald Glover playing Lando.
Yeah,
and it's like at the time I was like, well, I couldn't think of anybody to play Lando, and then he went, "Oh, doing Donald Glover." I was like, perfect. That's fine. He looks fine. He looks just like Lando.
It's like, this is also a good rejoinder before we kind of talk about Kenobi. Venom. It looks good. There's like they had a little Comic-Con thing.
Hardy's like really behind it.
Yeah, and apparently the script is really good. Apparently Hardy's performance is a masterpiece. I'm thinking it's Tom Hardy. It's not hard for him to do a masterpiece. Awesome. And there's some like not behind the scenes footage, but like mobile shot thing of him filming, and it looks a bit. The stuff I saw was weird because it was without special effects. His character fighting the symbiote suit, so it's a bit weird. But as good as Tom Hardy is, I mean, he's my favourite actor right now. When they announced him as Venom, I was thinking, as good as he is he built for that role? Because he doesn't seem that kind of guy.
That's the thing. That's a different thing because you're saying, is that the right role for him? But you're not saying that he's going to give a bad performance. We don't know he's going to give a great performance.
It's the Heath Ledger thing all over again. But again, it was like...
I just don't like it when people judge something before they've even had a chance to see it.
Yeah.
This is why, like, when they announced it, Affleck as Batman all those years ago, every single person, even everyone in our friends group, were just all saying, nah, bollocks, it's going to be shit. And I was the only one put my hand and going, I think he'll do all right. And he did.
It's a comparison thing, because it's easy to go... When they announced the new Spider-Man, it's like, we ain't Tobey Maguire. It's like, we know that. When
fully aware of that.
They announced Affleck, the thing you think of straight away is like, he did Daredevil. And Daredevil wasn't that well
reviewed. No, it wasn't. It was crap.
But there's a difference. The difference between the Ledger and Joker thing and the Tom Hardy and Venom thing, people worried about Heath Ledger because they worried that he'd ruin the character. More with the Venom thing, is like, I hope the character don't ruin the actor. In a sense of...
I don't think he will. I generally think he's probably going to be awesome. Seeing how far backed he is about it and how excited he is, I think they're actually going to make it pretty good.
Yeah, I'm pumped for Venom. I just don't... And he'll do a great performance. I just don't want the film... I'm hoping the film, story-wise, will be great because I don't want Tom Hardy's name...
suffering.
Yes, from a film that was not his fault.
Yeah.
So, the Kenobi thing is just a rumour, isn't it?
Yeah, at the moment. They haven't basically confirmed it. Said, that is the next thing we're going to do. Yeah. But they haven't announced any information about that.
Ewan is on board, isn't he?
He's not on board yet. He's in talks.
Right.
He's already said, I'm interested, but he hasn't said it's happening.
Yeah.
I think it will. If they throw enough money at him, and at the end of the day, who's got the most money in the world? Disney.
Yeah, well,
so they just keep throwing money at him. He'll do it eventually.
No offence to Ewan McGregor, but since Revenge of the Sith, he did Trainspotting 2, which did okay, but I can't name another film he's done since then.
No.
I think he might have done something called The Ghost, which wasn't what you think
maybe
it is.
The film he's been doing is kind of out of the genre that we really generally
watch. Possibly. He could be doing independent films, you don't know.
Yeah.
But I know he, with like behind the scenes footage again and documentaries, he seemed to have a blast making Star Wars.
Yeah, he did enjoy it.
Yeah, so it's like, well, of course, you're going to want to go back, and if you genuinely enjoyed it, why not go through it again?
The next trailer as well, that's literally out in the 2 days ago. No, yesterday, the Ant-Man and the Wasp trailer.
Oh yes, I did watch that.
What do you think?
Good, but again, it was just kind of like, yeah, Ant-Man's back and he's the Wasp.
Yeah, I mean,
That was pretty much it.
I watched it and I reviewed it and stuck it up. But yeah, I enjoyed the trailer. It was nice, it was solid, it was serviceable, it gave you everything you needed to see.
Yeah.
But it wasn't blowing my mind like the Infinity War trailer did.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at it going, oh god, this looks awesome. I was looking at it going, yeah, this is exactly what I kind of expected. I'm kind of looking forward to it, and I will go and see it, of course, because it's, Paul Rudd does a great job.
They kind of reveal a little bit the storyline. It looks like the Wasp's dad is on the run from someone.
Basically, I think they're all on the run because of Scott Lang, because of the aftermath of Civil War, because he's a fugitive and that kind of stuff. He gets electronically tagged. His family is suffering because of it, and they all have to go on the run because. Well, that seems like
it's cool now. Not only are they really touching on that "I can become giant as well" thing, but when he made that whole office building go smaller, like that's fucking cool.
Yeah, every single person's like, that is cool.
Yeah,
that is really awesome. I quite liked the shrinking of the van and then expanding underneath another van, knocking it.
Oh yeah, the trailer was there to show these are going to be blockbuster Hollywood scenes, action movie stuff. Did they touch on the villain at all?
Yeah, I didn't. When I did the review, I wasn't too sure who the villain was going to be, and I even said I don't know who it is. Haven't found out yet, but I did some research afterwards, and it's a character called Ghost. Right. It was that one that was in the white hood with the kind of white mask with the pink eyes. It was.
I can't remember.
It's being played by a female. I can't remember who it is, but you briefly see it very quickly in the trailer. Apparently, originally it was an Iron Man villain.
Right.
But they've crossed it over to Ant-Man because of, obviously, Hank Pym's reservations towards the Stark family, and obviously now that Scott Lang after Civil War has also got reservations for the Stark family, so maybe having this character in some way linked towards the Stark family, but not, and then causing problems for the Ant-Man and the Wasp, and it's kind of like, right, okay, so there's a nice correlation there of how this bad guy might naturally develop into their storyline.
Well, yeah, when you have heroes crossing over in all their movies, which they do in MCU, you can put any hero with any villain, really, as long as it mixes. So, I don't really want to see, I don't know, Whiplash versus Black Widow or anything like that. Whiplash is dead, so that's a bad example, but or Loki versus, I don't know, Hawkeye. No, they kind of did it in Avengers, but the only cool bit was the exploding arrow. That's all.
That was nice.
It did not.
Just the word I'm putting is serviceable. It's a serviceable trailer.
Yeah, I'm hoping they keep the comedy. I guess they will, because
they will.
The trailer was good. Like you say, it didn't blow my mind. But what's making me want to see it is how much I enjoyed the first one.
Yeah, the first one was really
good. And it's kind of needed and relevant to what's going to happen with Avengers, which is why I probably watched Panther
before Infinity War.
Oh, right, okay.
So
same as Black Panther.
The film comes out after Infinity War, but it's set before it.
But it was still all mixed in.
Yeah, you understand it. It's easy.
Yeah.
The next thing that I don't know whether it really affects you because you haven't played it yet is Red Dead Redemption 2. Apparently they've delayed it until October now. Because originally it was coming out in April.
Yeah.
Now it's been delayed till October.
I heard last November. That was the last time I heard. So, thing is, Rockstar seem to do this a lot.
But they do, yeah. I mean, apart from GTA 4, have they ever brought out a game that wasn't awesome? GTA 4 was just lackluster for me.
If I remember rightly, weren't GTA 4 the only one that weren't postponed? So that says a lot, actually.
GTA 5 was postponed a couple of times.
Yeah, but the fact that GTA 4 wasn't, and that was the worst of it, it's like you go like...
a pattern, isn't there?
Yeah, but it's almost forgivable of going... Right, we're annoyed that you're postponing it, but if you truly want to make it a great game...
Yeah, it's the same thing as what they did with Breath of the Wild. They postponed it 3 times in the space of 2 years.
Yeah.
And it ended up being one of the greatest games, one of the most critically acclaimed games of all time.
When
I kind of just live it a little... It's just, from fans' standpoint, from an impatient standpoint, it's like, I fucking want it now.
Yeah. I mean, the only game that comes to mind... Rockstar-wise, that wasn't... it was postponed, but not for Rockstar's fault, was Bully.
That was down to
the title.
Controversial and all that kind of shit,
the game itself may be a little bit controversial, of obviously your kid in a boarding school, you're going around beating people up.
Yeah.
But, so the whole, the kids in school... But the main fact was the name. People didn't like the name. So they changed it to Canis Canem Edit, which... It's lame, but it's Latin for dog eat dog.
Which is dog eat dog.
Which also very complicated title. And then when they re-released it for Xbox 360 and PS3, they just called it Bully. So it's like, what was the fucking point? when are you going to call it bully anyway a few years down the line?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, just like I say, I'm annoyed to have to wait longer, but if it means to get a better game,
yeah, and
that's what it is.
For all we know, it might be smart marketing of going, you want it that badly, that when it finally drops...
You get extra pre-orders out of it.
Yeah, well, it's going to be one of those games where, like it was in the old days, when it drops, it's almost impossible to get it anywhere.
Considering how well the first Red Dead did and how much people have been clamouring for it ever since, it's just going to go nuts. Yeah,
I don't know. GTA 5 did well on its first day release, but
GTA 5 didn't, mate. People were getting stabbed. It was doing that well.
Well,
someone actually got stabbed in the street with a copy of it because someone wanted it that bad.
Okay.
That's how well it was doing, because people wanted it.
I wouldn't call it well.
That's not well.
Yeah.
Not the incident, but the fact that it was so popular on its day release that people were willing to injure others.
Okay, it was popular, but as far as, like, the excitement, sir, you might have been because I was a kid. San Andreas was the last one I really remember. Such a buzz everywhere you went about. Yeah. So, yeah, Rockstar never disappoint. No. So, yeah.
Right, so I think it's time to move on to the wrestling. Move on.
Get him. Right, I see if I remember the tune.
Hair.
The wrestling thing, baby! I had to throw that in there.
That was pretty good. Yeah. We should have said that before and we could have gone mental with
it. Yeah, I suppose I could have, yeah. For next time.
Yeah, I don't know which pay-per-view was before Royal Rumble, but I don't really care.
I think it was Clash... Well, it was Clash Champions. I don't remember doing a review, so I'll do a quick one. It was okay. AJ beat Jinder. He's still champ, thank fuck.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn beat Shinsuke and Randy. Kept their jobs because of the referees, Bryan and Shane, having a bit of a dispute. And the match of the night was Bobby Roode, Baron Ziggler for the US title, which Ziggler won and then gave up.
The following night.
The Tuesday night.
Yeah, Tuesday night.
Which was weird. And it still is weird. We're not sure about that. That's pretty much it. The rest of the pay-per-view was okay.
Moving on to the Rumble!
Yes. The Royal Rumble.
Yes. The most, I'd say it's the most anticipated pay-per-view of the year because of what can happen and what can potentially happen. And considering how badly we've been stung the last 4 years...
Probably more... Well, not... Okay, yeah, stung badly 4 years, but as far as a good show, that's probably one of the best in 8 years.
One of the best Rumbles I've seen in a long time. Since we've been going to Walkabout in Birmingham to do these pay-per-views, that is the best Rumble we've seen.
Well, okay, yeah, I think... Okay, stung pay-per-view-wise, the last 4 years. Rumble match, best in 8 years, because, to be honest, I can't think that far back on with the match card. But... The only thing, I'll start with the letdowns. The only thing that let it down, which wasn't really anybody's fault, apart from, or anyone in the ring's fault, was the Raw tag title match. Because...
that's the thing, I watched it back again, because the missus couldn't come with us, so she watched it the following night.
Everyone was just
I watched it again, and I watched it again, because obviously I didn't have to worry about being so deflated after the Royal Rumble match.
Yeah.
So I watched it again, and it is actually a serviceable match. It's not an amazing match, but it's a good, solid match. It's just that everybody was so exhausted from the Royal Rumble match that it just didn't go anywhere.
It was a weird way to do the card.
So we had the WWE Championship match first, AJ versus Sami and Kevin.
To me, that's a slap in the face.
Yeah, it should have done that. I think that the SmackDown tag title should have been first.
Or even the Raw one, because if the Raw one was... Well, actually, I agree. The SmackDown
one, again, it was a good match, but it wasn't a great match. It was a solid match, I'd say. But it was just a bit weird how they got... It was 2 out of 3 falls, and obviously Usos won with 2-0. But people go, well, that keeps the kind of thing alive.
The guessing game.
Yeah, because every single time we're always going, well, it's going to be 1 for 1, 1 for the other, and then you get the final one. It's what always happens. So to have 2-0, I'm kind of, all right, well, that's different. It's just a shame it's a bit of a roll-up in the last one. They should have hit them with a decent finisher and then made it 2-0.
I think the problem is they were bang in the middle, pretty much, that SmackDown tag title. So they're thinking, right, we're not in the main event, we're not opening it, we're just there. Where, don't get me wrong, being the opener kind of stings a little bit, but also sets a fire under your ass, like, right, we're opening this show, let's get this ball rolling. And with those kind of competitors, the high flyers like the Usos and Benjamin and Chad, as good as the match was, if they were opening, they might have put on just maybe turned it up a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
Just to go like, let's make sure we're not opening again.
It's a WWE match. It was a good match.
Yeah, the
storyline was the main focus on this, I think, and they did it really well. The fact that he pinned the wrong person because the tag didn't count.
Oh, for the WWE title match.
Yeah, but the ref didn't see it. That was it was good because we were all sitting there going, Brian's going to come out or Shane's going to come out.
Yeah.
And no one did. It's like, right. So that's furthering more stories in SmackDown, which is good, which ultimately made that a better show because we're anticipating what was going on.
Yeah, I mean, not only was I've seen it as a little bit of a slap for the WWE title of going, okay, I get Brock Lesnar's his big attraction, but the Universal Belt, I know you're trying to make the Universal Belt not more relevant, but as relevant.
As legitimate, yeah.
But don't piss on your WWE title, which you've had for so many years to do that. Don't degrade AJ like that, or Kevin or Sammy. And it almost, the men's Rumble match being on third, again, weird place. I'm fine with the women headlining.
I personally, I would have gone Rumble match, Universal Rumble match. Because even if you were deflated after the Rumble match, you're still going to be up for it because it's three big fuckers going against each other.
Yeah.
So you can't not be up for it.
I don't know if I want to start with the blokes one, really. I mean,
I'm happy they finished. They finished with the women's one. I'm fine with that.
The Rumble. The Rumble's a weird pay-per-view anyway because, especially having two Rumble matches because they're an hour each, roughly.
Yeah.
So I would have opened with a tag title match, then maybe the WWE Championship. I suppose when I think about it, the men's Rumble would have probably stayed where it is, and then another tag. Again, I don't know.
It was always going to be difficult.
It was going to be difficult
because we can't make our minds up now. So then trying to do that, I can understand why it's difficult.
Yeah, you can't have two Raw matches in a row
back to back. You can't do that.
So I mean,
So should we move on to the Rumble match then?
Yeah. Well, I'll just say with the Raw tag titles again, it was okay. They weren't. 3 out of 4 competitors in that tag match were also in the Rumble, and to me, they weren't selling the injury of tiredness. And the Jason Jordan
didn't have to because he was out quite quick.
Yeah, well, the Jason Jordan thing.
Yeah, I'm happy they did it the way they did it because it's kind of like, well, we knew that was going to happen. It's basically like they're going to lose the titles and it's going to be Jordan's fault. And that makes sense.
It's interesting. It's moving on to something, but as a character, Jordan's still not captivating me. So hopefully it means it's approaching the end of the whole
turn
thing.
him heel.
If you want to get me interested, maybe Kurt should just blow up at him a bit and go, right, you keep saying you're this great competitor, but you're getting hurt all the time, and you could just go, oh, it's because of this, because of that. I never made excuses in my career, and I'm not here as your dad, I'm here as your boss. Either knuckle up and get good, or just forget it, to get out. And either Jason can get, dad, or, could lead to a stab in the back at some point, which I think will probably happen.
Probably.
But yeah, the men's Rumble.
Yes, it was solid.
It was very solid.
Solid. There was barely any lag for me. Really.
No, I mean, the weird thing is, I was so used to because remember the first two were Rusev and Finn, weren't they?
Yeah. Just before we carry on as well, we're not going to be able to name every single person coming out. We're just going to run on the best.
The main bits.
But the Rusev Day's fucking over. It's a good idea starting with Rusev because people straight away into it because they're screaming Rusev Day before the match has even begun.
I nearly guessed Rusev's number 1, but he seems to be number 1 almost, or number 2 nearly every year.
Last year.
Yeah. So, but maybe it's because as number 3, and we won't go through all of them, but just come to mind. I'm so used to seeing Rhino with Heath Slater that when Rhino came out by himself with that music, I was pumped to see Rhino as just as himself. So that was smart of going, right, Rhino's he's bringing the energy to it.
Yeah.
And now that energy's in the Rumble, they can just feed on that momentum, which they did.
The whole Heath Slater thing was hilarious.
The Heath Slater was very good.
Because he kept getting knocked down, and then every single person kept knocking down, and he finally gets himself into the ring, and because he gets
Sheamus throws him in.
And as soon as he throws him in, Sheamus gets over the rope, and he gets drop kicked straight out by Heath. It was brilliant.
It's great to give Heath that, because I was thinking...
It was just a nice little moment for him.
Yeah, because I was thinking when he was getting attacked on the way, it's like, poor Heath. He's still on that part of the card, just to get kind of pissed on in this. But they kind of gave him that moment of... almost a history moment, because I think he now owns not being the quickest eliminated, but doing the quickest elimination, drawn with Santino.
Was that 1 second?
Kane eliminated Santino in 1 second.
Yeah, I know that was, but was Sheamus?
Sheamus was in and out, so it might be 2. I don't know. But I know why they did it to Sheamus is because his neck's still giving him jip.
Yeah.
So it was good for Heath. Obviously, Kofi did not over the top.
No, but
save, but still fun.
I liked it. The fact that he fell down, his foot fell on Xavier, and he said he put the pancakes, then they kind of hopped him over the top.
Yeah.
I mean, he took out Jinder, which was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, kudos to not just Kofi, but the New Day to keep being that creative. Because again,
it's difficult. Because every year I'm coming up to it, and every time Kofi comes out, I think, what else can he do?
Because it's like, are they going to repeat themselves?
Yeah, I was going to say he's used every barrier. He's used a crowd members, competitors.
The ropers,
he's used the chair. Handstands. I'm literally like, I don't know what he can do. And, considering that options are vastly running out, I like that is what they did. They worked it in with the pancake thing, because obviously the pancake thing's their favourite thing at the minute. Yeah. So working that in was a fun idea.
At one point, I was expecting something like Xavier Woods would be ringside, he gets laid out by someone, drops Francesca, and Kofi just kind of lands on Francesca, the trombone, and balances on it like, alright, give it back in the ring. That might be for another year.
Yeah, maybe.
Or we might get shot one year and Kofi might actually win the thing. But I doubt it. The surprises, I think
Hurricane.
That I didn't see.
That was funny
at all.
And then she got took straight out by Cena.
Yeah, but I mean, you always hear these rumours because the other three were. The two NXT guys were surprised.
Adam Cole, baby.
And Andre Almas.
The NXT champion.
Yes.
Which is a bit of a spoiler for people that
didn't watch TakeOver.
Because I watched half of TakeOver and didn't get a chance to finish it. And he came out and I was like, I guess he wins.
They obviously can't think like that, though.
No, they don't. But yeah, Adam Cole was
that was awesome.
One of the biggest pops of the night, that.
There's always rumours, and it's pretty much 90% chance now you're going to get an NXT guy in the Rumble. So the surprises were we got two NXT guys, and to me, the Hurricane. Because Hurricane wasn't even rumoured. It was just like...
Just popped out of nowhere.
Awesome. The Ray one was rumoured, but it took me a while to...
The Ray one, for me, I think is probably...
It was the big one.
One of the big pops, the biggest pop of the night.
Yeah, because he was a huge superstar.
But I was kind of... At the same time, I was fucking losing my shit because he was back. I was kind of gutted at the same time because Sarah wasn't there.
It's your favourite,
Because Ray's her favourite character. But I didn't tell her all day and got her to watch it, obviously, the following night. Yeah. So I sat there waiting for the number 27. And it's like, boy, I can buy. She went, ah! She went fucking nuts. She was clapping like a sea. She was going, oh my God! And I thought to myself, I wish I'd filmed that because she went fucking nuts.
It might have been something to do with how I was lagging because I was exhausted after the Rumble. I was like, if it was the last match, I think I'm ready to go to bed. But I think it just took a while to process for me because I've been so used to seeing Ray come out that when the mask came flashing up, I was like, oh, it's Ray. But that was my brain going, oh, it's Ray. And then I was like, oh my God, it's Ray! Yeah, it's fucking Ray! Yeah, he hasn't been there in a few years. That's awesome.
It was good. He did a lot of good spots. I think he did 4 619s, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
That nice little moment as well with Orton, Cena and Ray versus Reigns.
The new era and the old era.
Nakamura. Yeah, that little standoff was good.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at who was in it, I mean, maybe bar Apollo Crews and Titus and all that, no offence to them, it was an all-star studded lineup, really.
It was a good, solid lineup. And like I said, there was barely any lags. The only couple of times where there was just a couple of characters out, they kept them in their small little packages. So you only had like 2, maybe 3 kind of in the middle
light tires, like Jinder.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. So you just did that. Let's do that little bit there, and let's carry on with keeping the energy up.
It is. They kind of have done this thing with. I'm guessing the Roman one weren't intentional, but maybe they're doing it with Jinder now. You do get that concern when the music hits, especially with Roman, because he's always gone. Yeah, but with Jinder, it's like they've made him champion. They're not going to do this.
But yeah, I mean, when it got down to the final 4, which is Reigns, Cena, Nakamura, and Finn,
they were topping the bookies. That's when nerves and hearts.
I was really sitting in. It was like, okay, these are the main 4 that were rumoured and booked to win. And I was like, I don't know where it's going to go. And then obviously, was it Cena that got rid of Finn?
Finn went, which was...
I was surprised at that, because I thought maybe
the fact that he's been that the longest, it was a shame.
And then Cena got knocked out by Nakamura, and we were losing our shit. But then when we turned back and realised it was just Reigns and Nakamura, I was like, oh my God, it could really be Reigns. Yeah. And this was, for me, perfect writing. Because you're so behind Nakamura wanting to win, and knowing that he deserves, and it's the right move, and definitely the thing you should be doing. You've got Reigns on the other side, where that's the thing that Vince wants.
Yeah.
And we all know he's going to Mania against Brock Lesnar, so you're thinking, they could do it. There's no reason they couldn't. They've done this a million times before.
If Vince focuses on that as a storyline, because obviously kayfabes are almost dead now.
Yeah.
If Vince is smart enough, which he possibly might be every now and then, to go, right, let them think that's what I want. In reality, and then there's what they want.
Yeah.
And that's almost like a social media in the background rivalry there. Almost like an Austin McMahon thing. Where the fans are Austin and there's Vince is Vince. It was excellent writing. It's just because it gave you that concern. But when Cena went, I was happy, but at the same time, I was like, I would have been less nervous if Roman went first, because with Cena, I still would have been upset. But Cena hasn't headlined Mania in a while. And I'd rather Cena than Roman. Roman can't do it again. It's been 3 years.
We know it's happening. We have to get used to it. That Universal Championship match is the last match on at Mania. I guarantee it.
I mean, is Roman in the Elimination Chamber?
Yes.
I thought they only did Cena, Elias, Strowman so far.
No.
Yeah, it is so
he
far.
will be.
He will be. Yeah.
He will be. We all know that. But yeah. Anyway, Nakamura winning.
Yeah, the right
move. I mean, we all lost our shit.
There's a video of because I don't know if you know this or not. Our mate filmed the pop.
What, you mean Matt?
No, Twig did, and well, they both did. I haven't seen Matt.
No, Matt's got rid of his because he said it was shit.
Oh, fair enough. Well, Twig's got his, and
Can you pass it over to me?
Oh, you can ask him.
Well, he won't give me it.
There you go. Well, apparently he's already passed it over to the guys who run the wrestling. Again, great show. Thanks for the T-shirts.
Yeah, free T-shirts.
Yes, and because of that, we've got a free round of beers for WrestleMania.
Yes!
But I don't think I've seen this. And there's a load of people, obviously, there's the table, people in the background, the screen. It's mainly me. And I look so nervous.
Is it?
And then when Shinsuke does throw Roman over, I not just lose my shit, but I pretty much collapse out of exhaustion. I thought I was so happy.
I remember actually when you and me locked eyes and hugged each other. Fell into each other.
Like,
I'm so tired.
Because I felt like I'd been the Rumble winner. That was good. The one thing that was weird, but hopefully it will lead to something, but I don't know what. Dolph being number 30.
Yeah, that seemed pointless to me. It's like, you're bringing him back, but we all know he's not going to win it, so what's the fucking point? Well, that was
it. I mean, the fact that he hadn't been seen since he threw the US belt down, him coming out, it gave me that 25% like, are they going to go with him? Is Dolph going to shock the world and win the Rumble?
I'd been fine with it, because he's well overdue.
I would have... There's some people going, he's not... He has lost momentum. A little bit of fault of his own, mostly fault of the company. But I think Dolph deserves his first one-on-one match at WrestleMania. If it's a title match, so be it. But the fact that a talent like that has only been in tag matches or battle royals at WrestleMania,
it's bad.
Yeah, or ladder matches, whatever.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a slap in the face to
it is.
Those people like Dolph that have worked their ass off for years and not really gotten the. This is what Punk was talking about.
Yeah.
So
there's people that are staring you in the face that have got this talent and you're just not utilising it.
Yeah, and there's what people think is star power and those that just don't see it, and that kind of thing. But
then the next one was the Universal Championship after the tag match, which we've already spoke about.
Well, I remember seeing the thing during the triple threat. It went the way I kind of expected.
I think it went the way that everyone expected. Lesnar's going to win. Kane's eating the pin.
Yeah, but when I was watching it, I was thinking. I remember seeing this moment, thinking, I don't think that was scripted. And now it's all over the internet.
It wasn't. Strowman. Yeah.
But because of how loud it is in Walkabout, I didn't hear what actually happened. So when Strowman hit the knee...
He hit him stiff by accident.
Yeah, and Brock just went straight into UFC mode, and two big right hands where... Braun's a big guy, and he stumbled.
Yeah.
Apparently, they had to bleep it out, but Lesnar shouted, slow the fuck down. I was thinking, right, A, you're breaking the fourth wall, and B, censorship. You're still PG.
That reminds me, actually, I literally just watched the WWE24 for WrestleMania last year.
Oh, yeah.
Did you watch it yet?
Yeah, I watched it.
The thing that made me piss myself laughing when Cena spots his mum.
No, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, no, did I? Holy shit! Yeah. I pissed myself. I was like, that's amazing. That is the best reaction I've ever seen someone when they see a family member in the audience.
That was probably my favourite bit of the documentary because
it's amazing.
I felt nice and warm and fuzzy inside for John. Yeah, because it must be difficult when there's supportive parents and there's those parents that will support you but don't really get it. So when obviously Cena said his mum didn't really get it, wasn't really into wrestling, supported him and all that, but was okay to not know she's going to be there. That's awesome.
I loved his face. He was like a little kid.
Yes,
holy shit!
Not buying for 1 second that Nikki goes, I had no idea. It's like, well, the rest of the world fucking did.
Yeah, it's like you knew.
Yeah, so
you knew. Anyway, moving back to the Universal Championship match. Solid match. It wasn't amazing, but again, it was solid.
Yeah, it was solid and destructive to a degree, and it was like, okay, what we kind of expected to happen, Lesnar's walking out with the belt. Yeah. But what happened with... it reminded me a little bit with what happened with Mayweather and Big Show.
Yeah.
When Mayweather broke Big Show's nose,
it
got so much momentum behind it of this hype now, like Big Show really wants to kill Mayweather.
He wanted to.
The fact that Strowman and Lesnar got into that real fight altercation might make... Maybe not Vince, but some people backstage go, because I'd now be invested behind it. I wasn't before Rumble. Why don't we go for the rematch between Strowman and Lesnar again at WrestleMania for the Universal title?
Don't get me wrong. If that's what happens, I am so behind it.
And Strowman
put a little twist on it. Make it like no DQ.
Yeah, no holds barred.
Yeah, something like that. Just because you can't do the same thing again. You can't just do a simple one-on-one.
Well, that's it. The storyline would be perfect, not just because of the thump, but because of the destructive power. People go, they're going to destroy each other anyway. We're going to have to make it no DQ
put it in a cell,
whatever.
Maybe put it in a cell.
Maybe in the cell. But the thing they go, oh shit, we're just dropping stuff. Make it no holds barred because it's like, if it isn't and they get themselves disqualified, we're going to ruin a WrestleMania match. So we've got to make sure that ain't happen. Throw the rules out the window.
Yeah.
And possibly, I don't know who yet, just to hold it all together, you might need a special guest referee. I don't know who. Maybe you can get a legend back, or maybe you can throw someone else in the storyline. But the only other way I'd be happy...
We all know this ain't happening.
Yeah, the only other way I'd be happy, because Vince is probably going to still put Roman the Golden Boy in there, is make it a triple threat.
Yeah.
Just go Roman, Strowman, Lesnar. Or have they done that? I don't think they have, have they?
They haven't.
Do that, because they're no DQ anyway.
Do that. Yeah, do that. And then if Reigns still wins by pinning Strowman, then fine.
Yeah, well...
You know what I mean? I can deal with that. And it also means that once Lesnar's gone, you've got another ready-built feud. You've got Strowman versus Reigns again for a bigger title. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I could deal with that. I'd be fine with it.
In a weird way, I'd be okay with this. I wouldn't be okay with Reigns winning, but if he's going to win... He's only pinned Strowman once, I think, in the rivalry, and it was a little bit fluky. So they can go on that of Rome. If he pins Strowman to become Universal Champion, he's finally pinned the Monster Among Men. But there's also the flip side of, can Roman beat the Beast?
Well, we all know he can.
Yeah, but he hasn't.
Yeah, but this is the thing. It's such a foregone conclusion. The whole thing they've been building up for a whole year is that everybody eats one F5 and that's it, good night. And... no one's kicking out of it, and they've been building Roman up to this point where he's obviously going to go for the title because they've been ruining it for ages. So they're going to do it where he kicks out the F5, he finally delivers like 3 spears in a row, and he's going to get it. It's just they're trying to build this fairy tale story that we don't care about, and acting as if we have no clue it's happening.
Yeah.
It's like, this is where kayfabe falls apart. It's like, if you want to actually make this genuine and make it believable, you've got to make sure we don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Don't let the rumours pop off and confirm those rumours a year before it happens.
If they did the triple threat, what would make it interesting is the double team scenario. I don't think Roman and Braun would ever team up to take out Lesnar, because Braun would just be like, I can do that by myself. Done it before. If Reigns and Lesnar teamed up to take out Braun, it would interest some people, because it's like, not only are Lesnar and Roman on the same page, but it turned that Roman heel just a tad. If they maybe go the whole way.
We had a slight bit with that when he chucked Rollins over the top rope.
But they had that smirk.
Yeah, not Roman was like, you dick.
Yeah. And all the other is, which a lot of people will probably be happy about, is if Lesnar and Roman just for a minute team up to totally decimate Roman Reigns. And yet, but knowing Vince's logic, be like, yeah, Lesnar and Strowman will decimate Roman. He'll be out there for the count. Everyone will be like, oh no, Roman. And then he'll miraculously come back and win the day. That's Vince's logic.
Yeah.
So then there was the Women's Rumble.
Yes, the Women's Rumble, which is closing out the show. Which first ever Women's Rumble.
They nailed it.
It's good.
I was worried at the start because I was thinking it doesn't have... Again, everyone's a bit weary, and it didn't start with a lot of momentum. Like, there was a lot of people that have just come up from NXT.
Starting it with Sasha and Becky, there was the right...
Yeah, it was right. And then Lita came into the fray.
Yeah, I mean, she was a bit rusty, but it was still nice to see her.
Yeah, I mean, they had a lot more returns of legends, which I expected.
Well, it's the thing that... there's a load of spaces. The only thing I worry about with that is what they're going to do the following years. Because they can't keep bringing back the same people, and you haven't got that many of a very big roster.
Yeah, well, maybe as the first Rumble, it was kind of like, we'll go all out with the returns here.
Maybe knock it down to 20 for the next
year.
year.
With the women's, it'll be like, would you do like the men's, maybe 3 or 4 around here and that. Some of them I was genuinely surprised at. I knew that people like Lita and Trish.
Trish coming in at 30 was... good.
That was good.
It was a really nice moment. She still got it as well. She's still really good.
She can go. I knew a little bit about Beth Phoenix. I kind of expected that.
Fun with her versus Natalia and her versus was it Jax? When she was staring down Jax.
Yeah, even though I wasn't 100% sure, and it was a nice surprise again. The Kelly Tori Wilson ones.
Yeah,
I would have been
Michelle
more
McCool.
Yes,
well?
But I would have been more shocked if it weren't for Raw 25.
Yeah.
Because the fact that they were back in WWE's books, it's like, well, they're probably gone, well, why are you here?
Yeah, exactly.
Molly Holly did not see coming whatsoever.
No, because she even stated, I'm not going. Apparently she
do that a lot
on
more.
Twitter or a message or an interview, I can't remember what it was, but she basically said, I'm not going to be there. I said, I'm over here.
Well, yeah, I mean,
so
maybe that's what Lita did with Raw 25, the double bluff of like, I weren't invited to Raw 25.
The reason I wasn't invited, because I'm invited to the Rumble instead.
Yeah, which she wanted maybe that was her thing of, I want the surprise element.
Yeah.
I don't want people thinking I'm about right now.
Plus, I wish that she lasted a bit longer just so we could have her and Trish.
Yeah, I said that. Because it was good to see the Mickie James Trish thing.
By all means, like Trish, have them square off and then have Trish chuck her out straight away if you want to, fine.
Yeah.
But I just wanted them to lock up. I mean, yeah, the Mickie Trish thing was good.
It was good.
Even like Mickie had the biggest smile on her face. It's just like,
well, did you see why? Did you see why?
Yeah,
the Trish V. She's like, all right, you're going to go with that. Okay,
it was funny. But I mean, even when Lita first came in, you could see Becky and like Sasha's faces, and they're smirking themselves to say, I'm opposite Lita. This is fucking awesome.
Because Sasha stayed in quite a long time, didn't she?
Yeah, she was one of the last 4.
Yeah, and eliminated Bayley, which I think is the hint of a heel.
I mean, even in Raw the following night, she was acting very heelish towards Asuka, and it's just like, I think they're slowly going for it. But having her versus Bayley at Mania, I'd be fine.
I'm fine with that, but I'm also, I saw what she said, and when Bayley was looking in shot, she was like, that's because I'm the boss. It's a very heel thing to do.
Yeah.
But if Lita and Trish had that square off, what they could have turned it into is Sasha and Bayley getting up and squaring up with both Trish and Lita of like, right, this is the past versus the present here.
Yeah.
These are almost the passing of the torch. Bit disappointed that there was no Karma. Because I thought
Nia Jax was a beast throughout the entire thing. Obviously, eventually she got chucked out by the rest of the people that are in there, but that's how you do it. But yeah, when she was there, she was running mugshot. She was just
I'm glad Steph didn't get involved.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I don't mind her being on commentary. She was a bit annoying on commentary, I suppose, but then again, so is Michael Cole.
Vicky Guerrero.
That made me laugh.
It did
make me laugh my ass off because I didn't for a second think that would even happen.
Someone nudged me and said, what about Vicky? I was like, maybe. Because when she left, it was like, oh, thank God. But after a few weeks, it's like, you do realise, I have respect for her, actually. She was a great character. Yeah. Behind the scenes, she did a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
The whole Eddie thing, great. Within 10 to 15 seconds of her being out, I was like, oh, someone please kill her! Then I remember I hated her.
Everybody just chucked her over.
On the chalkboard, nails, screeching,
still got that screen perfect.
Oh man, but it was good to see her back.
Yeah.
But Asuka winning.
Yeah, but then we thought Nikki and Brie.
Oh, the Bellas, both Bellas.
Because I didn't think Brie would come back.
No,
Nikki was pretty much a given, I think. But Brie, I didn't think she would.
But Nikki...
And then Nikki getting rid of Brie.
But with the elbow that she did a couple of years ago.
And she's like, I'm going to win this. And she turned round.
But yeah, because it came down to Nikki and Asuka, didn't it?
Yes.
Because I was thinking, they're not really going to go with Nikki. Are they Mrs. Cena?
Yeah. I thought to myself, they might.
Yeah, I thought that. But...
Yeah, they did the right thing, having Asuka win.
Because again, I thought... Asuka was like the favourite anyway, so I was thinking that was the only thing that made me go, maybe she won't, because it wouldn't technically be a loss to 100
No, it wouldn't, no.
But she won, then they had the whole Alexa Charlotte thing. I was thinking, okay, cool, you've headlined it.
She still hasn't picked who she wants.
No.
I think she's going against Bliss. purely on who's coming down.
When that was happening, I thought, she ain't going to pick. But I was sitting there thinking, I get that this is historic, which is why you're on last and closing the show, but I don't see this image strong enough to close the show. Until Ronda Rousey
came out in Piper's jacket.
Yeah, and her own Rowdy Ronda shirt.
Yeah, apparently that jacket's actually...
It's
Piper's actual jacket.
She loved Roddy Piper, and she's not going to nick the character. I think Piper would be fine with the logo thing.
He let her do it when he was alive. She asked if he could have it.
Yeah, there you go. But she'll be her own badass character.
Yeah. Now,
the fact that she came in and pointed the Mania sign, very obvious she's got plans for WrestleMania. But I couldn't tell if she was going, I'm going to be there, or challenging Asuka for a contender spot.
I don't think she's challenging Asuka. I think she's going to go for Charlotte. Purely because
she's going to pick the champion.
The one that she squared up with the most was Charlotte. She looked at her the longest. Like, she was giving a handshake to Asuka as if to say, well done.
Yeah.
And then she didn't even acknowledge Alexa at all. The next thing she did, she looked straight at Charlotte, and Charlotte stared at her, and I'm thinking, I think it's going to be them two.
Yeah.
Well, I think
the problem is, they've done Asuka versus Bliss before on Raw, and it was okay. I know
for the title of Mania, they'll go all out.
Yeah, which, in a weird way, the only way to be okay with that is if Bliss won.
Really?
Imagine she's such a character anyway, but to come out the next night on Raw of like, I'm the one who did it. It's like, she could flow
true.
like that.
Yeah, true. She could. If she was anyone that could do it, she could do that.
The 5 Feet Fury beat the street. All these other divas, or women, sorry.
To be honest, I'm hard pressed to think who is actually eventually going to beat the street, because someone eventually has to break it.
What was it?
Charlotte's going to be up there, and Nia Jax is going to be up there. They're like the main two I'm looking at, thinking they're the ones that are probably there to do it.
Well, Kairi Sane from NXT was there.
And
they didn't have.
Did you hear the fucking Michael Cole's shitty little quote? He goes, so he's talking about her attire. He goes, she has a yacht persona.
A yacht?
Nautical!
Yeah.
It's a nautical persona, you fucking moron!
He's such a... what's his face from NXT? Is it Rowlo, or whatever his name is? They used to do
Mara.
Mara, yeah.
I like Mara.
I do, but when Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly came out for their NXT tag title match, he goes... and then Authors of Pain came out. He goes, Authors of Pain have been taking out all the tag teams in the sea of NXT, and now they want to catch a real big fish. And then followed up with And O'Reilly. I was like, oh, dude. Vince obviously wrote that line for you. And if Vince didn't, and Triple H did, if there was a webcam backstage, Triple H would go like, yeah.
And they'll be like, dude, that's...
Yeah, I mean, the Asuka and Kairi didn't have a swear, which means that hopefully they're saving it.
Yeah,
and I'll be fine with Kairi maybe beating Asuka.
The only thing I would say is I'm really happy that Ronda's there and everything, and I'm really happy that, it's a good epic moment, nice way to close it out. The only thing I'm worried about is that it kind of took the shine off the win for Asuka.
A little bit.
If she'd have popped up randomly in Raw.
Yeah.
Then it would have made Raw better, and people would have still gone nuts.
They could. Maybe they were planning to do that, but the reason Ronda weren't there was because of her movie schedules. So maybe they just had to do the best of a bad situation. Or not bad situation, but yeah. I mean, if it does turn out it's like she's challenging Asuka for the main event spot. If it was Asuka Ronda at Elimination Chamber. Screw the chamber match itself. That could headline the pay-per-view, Ronda versus Asuka.
Yeah. But you don't want to have Asuka lose, but you don't want to have Ronda lose.
But did you hear what happened on SmackDown?
I've seen it,
Yeah, the almost cash-in by Carmella.
Almost, yeah.
The fact that they're now bringing the case back in, because people kind of forgot about it for a while, is telling me it wouldn't surprise me if Carmella cashes in before Mania and walks into WrestleMania's Women's Champ, and then that could open up Charlotte and the rest of the horsewomen to fight Ronda and her horsewomen.
True.
Or if Ronda decides to go against Charlotte, WrestleMania, something like that, they kick the shit out of each other, and there's always a long ramp at Mania. If while they're both down, Carmella's music hits at Mania, and she's either pelting it or just being very smug about it, just before she hits the ring, Ronda gets up, beats Charlotte in whatever way, and becomes Women's Champion. Straight away, before celebrating, stands up and stares down Carmella like, cash in now. And just see Carmella go, okay, maybe another day. And then Ronda can just be there like, yeah, Women's Champ. But some people might be a bit funny with Ronda coming straight in and becoming champ.
Yeah.
I'd personally be alright with it.
Yeah, it depends how it's built. It depends.
Yeah, but I get the controversy.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, Rumble was a fucking awesome
Yeah, it was good.
Solid. Hit all the right beats. All the right people needed to won.
Yeah, for the last few years, it's kind of the road to WrestleMania has kind of started very staggered
Choppy.
because this is right, no pun intended, in the fast lane now. Yeah. It's just like road to WrestleMania, go, let's fucking shoot there because they're not just because of Ronda and all that, but the fact that Shinsuke's already picked AJ.
Yeah. The fact that we're getting that dream match is just right. My mind.
The two things that would really piss me off is if Vince, which he probably will, go. If he doesn't put AJ Shinsuke on last for the WWE title, he probably won't. But they deserve that spot.
Oh yeah, we all know that they should be last.
That match,
we all know
not just the title itself, but to make it more prestigious.
If you're not having a taker match this year, that is the match you put on last.
Not should just to give that prestige back to the WWE title, which it's lost a bit. It should be the last match of WrestleMania, which
definitely
it wasn't last year. But that is the match that's selling your tickets. I'm sorry, that is it. That's why if it was in London and I wasn't sure yet, but like, right, here's my money.
Yeah,
that's the match. And again, as a complete swerve, which would just be like the whole premise of anything can happen in WWE. If somehow at Fastlane AJ loses his belt, which means Shinsuke wouldn't be fighting AJ at WrestleMania,
I hate that.
It'd be like, well, it's got to be someone just as good, and I don't think you're going to find someone just as good.
Even Kevin or Sammy, which would be one of those two, depending on who wins next week, it's still not the same.
I don't think it's going to happen because Shinsuke, Kevin... I don't think... No offence to Kevin, I feel bad for him, but Vince obviously wasn't happy with Kevin's performance last year at Mania, so be a bit worried...
I think that's why they're busy teasing the breakup between him and Sammy, because if they're going to put on a good match, put them two against each other, because... they know each other so well, they're best mates. They say, right, let's fucking do this. Yeah. It's like, let's make a really good match.
If one of them, if AJ ain't going to be champ, and it's going to be one of them, it's going to be Sammy, purely because it will always be full circle. Because Shinsuke's first match in NXT was against Sammy, and it was incredible.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I'm not saying it'd be a bad match. But that's not the match we want right now.
Yeah, it's true.
We want Shinsuke AJ.
So, good.
Yeah, it was good.
Right, let's run through these quickly before questions.
Yeah.
We've gone over
Yeah, we talk.
Kevin Feige, the guy that's in charge of Marvel Studios, and he's in charge of the Marvel Universe. He's
the god.
Living over like a shadow.
The Marvel god.
He's this whole merger with Fox and the rumours about Fantastic Four and X-Men going to the MCU.
Yeah.
He says... I'm not thinking about it at the moment. I don't think they're going to be joining anytime soon. Said it's going to be a few years before I'm thinking about putting them in.
Doesn't surprise me. Yeah. I mean, to be honest...
They don't need it, do they? But let's be honest, if at the end of Infinity War we see Wolverine pop up, we're going to go fucking nuts.
Well, yeah. I mean,
he doesn't need it to happen.
Was Logan the last X-Men film? I know they're doing Dark Phoenix.
They're doing Dark Phoenix. It's the last Wolverine
but the last one that was out.
Yes.
In the X-Men movie. Yeah. Right, I know they've done the Gifted and all that kind of stuff, and they got Dark Phoenix coming, but I'm at that point now, especially with Fantastic Four, considering what happened.
No one knows about Fantastic Four. That's the reason why they need to go to Marvel.
Yeah.
Because they will be awesome then.
But I'm okay with not seeing an X-Men or Fantastic Four film for a good few years now. Yeah. Because there's the Fantastic Four left a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
X-Men didn't, but... I'm at a kind of settled...
But that's the thing, if you leave it long enough, you'll be going, right, I want some now. And if it's in the right company, which it will be, when it eventually gets given to you, you're going to go, holy shit, this is awesome. And it's in the one universe I need it to be in.
Dark Phoenix will be a bit risky, because...
Yeah, I think it will.
It'll either make
I've got a funny feeling that people like McAvoy and Fassbender are going to be phoning it in now. It's just going to be a paycheck now. I think it's run its course.
Apocalypse just made it. It was a good movie, but did it by the Square Enix team.
Yeah, I was going to say, it wasn't First Class and it wasn't Days of Future Past either. Those two were fucking awesome. Yeah. But the Apocalypse could have been better.
Yeah, it just kind of made the whole... Okay, it was okay.
Yeah, it was a good film, but it wasn't great.
Yeah, so they got to be careful now.
Also, the Captain Marvel first look.
Yes, I did see that, yeah.
I like this. I mean, I'm surprised they went with the colour scheme, because normally it's that kind of blue, red and gold colour.
That's your Wonder Woman now.
But they've gone with the green and navy colour, which apparently is an homage to the Kree.
Right.
You know Ronan, the Yakuza?
Yeah.
He's a Kree, basically. Right. And apparently because I don't know too much about Captain Marvel, but I know that the way she gets her superpowers because her DNA was spliced with Kree DNA, and she gets her superpowers that way. It's like a DNA splicing. So I think the idea they're going for is that colour scheme is for that.
Yeah, they touch a lot. I haven't seen anything about the next season yet, so maybe they cancelled it. But on Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.,
yes,
the Kree are involved a lot in that. So
yeah, it makes sense. And this is going to be set in the 90s as well, apparently.
Yeah,
so,
So
it looks good.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, cool. To look out for.
Star Wars Battlefront 3. It's been delayed for a long time because of the backlash of number 2. Backlash, I don't think is as deserved as the first one, because I mean I played a bit of it and it is enjoyable, but I haven't felt the need to pick it up as much as I wanted to because I'm busy playing Assassin's Creed Origins. But it's kind of annoying that it's been delayed purely because of backlash. If you're getting the profit, just go ahead with it anyway.
I'll still play it. I'll still play it, sorry, and I'll still play it because, despite the backlash of the first one, I still had a good time, but I get why people are pissed off with it.
Yeah.
And I think this happened today, and it came us a furious because Battlefront 2 now started the microtransactions again.
Oh, have they?
So I can see why the backlash is now top of the list. But they're the same people that do Battlefield, aren't they?
Yeah.
So and they've just pretty much confirmed there's a new Battlefield coming this year, so they'll be busy on that. That was another reason.
Yeah, it's not anytime soon.
Yeah, and again, you don't want to do it too soon because if people are still pissed about it, they're going to be straight on the fuck it train. Yeah. Leave it a while again, like we said with X-Men and stuff. Then
maybe we'll actually get to Battlefront 3 this time because we never did with the last generation, did we?
Yeah, and that was the best generation of Battlefront games.
It was. Yeah, and the final one, did you know, it's kind of a two-part thing. Okay. Did you know they were making a Duke Nukem film?
Yes, I know what you're about to say next.
Did you know that Cena's in the running to play Duke Nukem?
I did. Oh.
It seems crazy, but when you look at it, I go, he does look like a Duke Nukem. He's got the perfect build. I don't know whether he's got the acting chops, but maybe he's one of those characters where he's like Dredd. He doesn't really need to say much.
Yeah,
he just needs to be looking awesome and shoot some shit.
Duke Nukem wasn't a favourite game of mine.
No, it was alright. I dabbled, but I didn't love it.
But with the history of video games turning to movies, you got to be careful.
It's probably going to be shit.
I mean, even the new Tomb Raider isn't selling on me.
No, I mean, the trailers I thought looked quite good, but it's not enough to make me go and see it.
They're based on the new generation of games as well, which I haven't played.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not enough to make me go and see it.
No, I mean, I take it you heard the smartphone news of Mario Kart's coming to smartphones.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm fine with that.
Everyone loves Mario Kart,
yeah,
so that's cool. That's cool. Should we do questions?
Questions.
Yeah, we've got. I know we'll make this in a while.
Make them quick.
Yeah, I haven't had dinner yet.
Yeah,
let's do this.
There'll be a pizza waiting for me at home.
Let's do this.
3, 2, 1. Questions, Josh.
That was so monotone.
No. I'm trying to get as much monotone as I can. I'm trying to be as Gary Barlow as I can about it.
Just questions for Josh. Yeah. God, let's do this. Yeah.
One time we should just not tell them and just go nuts with it. Just hear things like being destroyed. Question 1 from @ChrisThor33 says, if you had the choice, who would you have as Rey's parents?
I was never okay with Luke being the parent, so I don't know because they haven't really put anyone really that relevant into the universe. I suppose just as the major twist, which is pretty much dead in the water now, is to explain the connection between Rey and Kylo. Is that their brother and sister? Which would have to make the son, which would also explain why Han was so attached to Rey and why Leia seemed very fond of Rey from the get-go. But it would make no sense of why that weren't revealed already.
But that's your pick then.
Yeah.
I could probably agree.
I'm all right with they're not the parents thing not being a thing.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, because like I said before, I think Kylo Ren's the front runner. I think he's the main focus.
Also, think Kylo Ren was telling the truth. Yeah. In last spoiler alert, last show, there's like your parents were nobody, scavengers. They sold you for parts, and that was it.
And it ties into the end of the film as well, with that little kid at the end.
Yeah, anybody can be a
Jedi, anybody can be a Sith, anyone can use the Force. Yeah, it's possible.
That believes and they can do it. Yeah. So.
All right, question 2 @Metalhead241 says, what would be your perfect headliners for a festival?
Are we talking bands that are headline worthy now, or just anybody?
Anybody, I think.
No, okay. Disturbed?
Obviously.
Godsmack? System of a Down.
In that order? You'd close it with Disturbed, wouldn't you?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I think I'd open with System, then Godsmack, and then Disturbed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, not that it matters because it's not me being asked a question.
No, go on, you can do it.
Well, obviously...
Metallica's going to be in there.
Obviously, Metallica's going to be the last one because Metallica are fucking awesome. But then it would be Black Sabbath.
Well, before you... sorry to interrupt, but are you allowed Black Sabbath now they're not about?
And you just said anyone, didn't we? So,
I suppose, yeah.
Sabbath would open. Right, now I was thinking AC/DC, but now I'm thinking Pantera with Zap Wild.
Yeah,
and
alright,
get Metallica to close it.
Yeah, I mean, we could play around with all this in so many ways of going bands that are still about and bands that are headline worthy. Because Godsmack are headline worthy in America,
but not so much here.
Not over here. Disturbed aren't as much as I'd love them to be headline worthy. If I was going headline worthy, I'd probably go System, Slipknot, Guns N' Roses, probably, actually.
Well, you're getting Guns N' Roses this year.
Yeah.
And then finally, Kelsey McDonald asks, pick one, reboot the prequels or re-release your favourite game of all time on the next gen.
So, okay, well, reboot the prequels or what?
Or pick your favourite game of all time and have it re-released in the next gen console. So basically re-released on your PS4, Xbox One with better graphics.
I think when we say reboot the prequels, talking Star Wars.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Most people say when it says prequels, it's Star Wars, so I'm assuming it's much.
Right, I'm going to... okay, then I'll go with the next gen thing. Purely because I was actually okay with the prequels.
Yeah, I think it's documented, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
I'm the same as you. Yeah, there's definitely problems. There's definitely issues.
But I enjoyed them.
But I still enjoy them.
And Revenge of the Sith, to this day, is still one of my favourite films.
Yeah, same here.
So
which game would it be that you...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It doesn't matter what platform it's on, it can be rebooted for the next gen no matter what. I think that's basically it's like pick anything. I
think... Actually, it'd be one or two. I thought I was going to go with Spyro then, but that's looking more and more likely. But anyway. Okay, it's out of 3 now. The Pokemon Game Boy thing, game, but on the
open world,
open world console.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And
this is documented as well. We want this.
Either, do you ever play Jedi Power Battles?
Yes.
Either that or the Phantom Menace video game.
That was a classic.
Yeah, but it was solid.
Yeah.
It was solid.
I say to you, one of my earliest memories of like playing video games was being in your room when we were kids, and you would like actually use all these cheat codes to get.
It's the only way I could get to the last level.
Because I was like on level 3 in the fucking Gungan Palace.
Yeah.
And then you're there going against Darth Maul. I was like, how the fuck is he doing this? He's a fucking master.
Yeah, well, if I hadn't had the cheat code... Well, to be fair, at first, someone had just transferred their save file, saying I'm at the last level. And I was getting my ass kicked even then, before Maul. So it was like, then the cheat code came out, I was like, I need this. And if I hadn't, I swear down, when Maul came up, he would have killed me in one zap. That's how strong he was. So even after I beat him...
You have to use a cheat
code. Well, yeah, I was thinking, even after I beat him, I was like, how the fuck would I have done that without that? It's impossible. So... That's the only thing I'd change about the next gen one as well.
Don't make it a little bit easier.
Yeah, give us a chance. Any chance.
Any chance.
Yeah. So that's it.
Yeah, that's podcast 20.
Yeah, we're
into the 20s now.
Yeah, 20. Welcome to 2018.
So, yeah, like, subscribe, check out all my other videos, and we'll be back in a month to do Fast Lane and Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, do comments, do questions, do whatever you want.
Yeah, as many questions as you want. We're still here. Until we get bored, we're still here.
Yeah, so, we'll do the last one next month. It's
all ending.
Yes. Right, see you in a bit.
Bye!